This award in my honor means a lot. I am very, very moved by it. And it also makes me feel grateful for the work that's being done in our names, and also for the donors who decided that this was a really good thing too. I am totally devoted to the mission of Luna Nuevo. It's the work that I started. That's what really, in some ways, radicalized me to work with survivors of rape and domestic violence. It made me understand the world in a very different way and in a kind of a dark way. But what Luna Nuevo does that's so important and that we had to learn at the beginning of the anti-violence movement was how so many issues were connected.
Yo vine a Estados Unidos como inmigrante. Sufrí de violencia doméstica, tuve abuso de todos los abusos, abuso psicológico, abuso financiero, abuso sexual, abuso físico, y mi experiencia me ayudó a llevar a cabo esta misión, formar esta agencia, un nuevo despertar, porque eso fue para mí un nuevo despertar.
And they understand it and they live it. And I just hope they take care of themselves as well as their clients.
I'm so moved by the mission of this organization. I know in particular this award is for their approaches to economic development and economic security for women and girls, and that is really fabulous.
Housing is the foundation for what all stability is built. And in order for us to get to liberation, we have to make sure that people have somewhere equitable to lay their heads, but also affirming the walk of life that they choose to go. So this grant will help us being able to effectively house people in a fast, effective way, with not having to wait on the state for the reimbursements for these dollars of getting people in units.
But I also know that that's a part of what they do, and their help for trans and LGBTQ people is much broader than that, and I'm so pleased to see that they are taking on other issues like housing and other things that help people to move on with their lives.
I saw violence in my own family, and I saw an incident that stays with me, which is my mother at the beach with the 7 of us and her friend who had 8 children, and they were having a good time. But at one point, the woman with my mother started crying, and then it looked like she wanted to go swimming to calm down, but she didn't. What she did was drown herself. So that incident has shaped my life. I think about it all the time, because I'm worried that I might slack off, you see, about what's important.
A lot of what we do at Sister Afia Community Care has not been done before, specifically for Black women. This grant provided from the Impact Awards and CFW will help to enhance our current services that we have and also to focus on sustainability. We believe in providing that wraparound clinical and community support. The impact that we also seek to have in the community is just changing the way that mental health care is delivered. Unfortunately, the mental health care is still so individualistic, but our organization really believes in community and providing that holistic support that people need to thrive.
This organization is going to be doing the kind of work that we need. I mean, we have challenges that are huge. To get around those issues, we have to be strong mentally. And if people aren't, we help them. That's what we do.
Lucia was passionate about reproductive rights, knowing that a woman can't reach her potential if she can't control her own body. She supported many pro-choice organizations and felt their success would mean the success for women. Her main focus was on women reaching their potential and having the opportunity, the equal opportunity to do so.
I think one of the biggest impacts we can have on our community is to ensure that birthing people across the city of Chicago, regardless of income, regardless of color, regardless of gender preference, can have a choice. Our mission is to reduce maternal and infant mortality one birth at a time. And how do we do that? Through our platform, which is education, advocacy, direct service, and career development.
Reproductive rights allow women to reach their full potentials.
We faced many challenges in the early days. Partly people said, why do we need a women's foundation? What about the men? We often would say, well, we hope that you will take care of the men, that nobody's taking care of the women in the way they need to be taken care of.
There have been changes, and there has been a movement since that time. That was the context in which we tried to create the foundation at a time when women's issues were not taken seriously at all. And that was one of the things that we wanted to do, was to create a sense of the importance of women's issues for women and girls, but also for society at large.
And we have now the 40th anniversary to focus us, bring us back together, find new people, and keep going.